You don't need to follow anyone else's path. Your values lead you through your own path. That discovery hit me out of the blue while taking the car through a car wash.
I'm pretty without you. Pretty without you.
The other day, I was doing something totally ordinary, driving to Target with music playing, planning to swing through the car wash. My mind wasn't racing or overthinking, just gently circling around the idea of my personal values, amongst other things like my list and tasks that I needed to do. I wasn't trying to solve anything, I was just being. Then, as the sudsy water poured over the Jeep and everything outside went a little blurry, something clicked. My values are what make me unique. That thought hit me so clearly. It almost felt like a weight lifted. I didn't need to follow someone else's path. I didn't need to measure myself against anyone else's story. I have my own values, my own compass, my own story. And following that is what gives me peace. It reminded me that every reaction I have, every decision I make, those come from my values. And when I stay connected to them, I feel strong, steady, and aligned. But when I let them get compromised, like I did in a past relationship with a toxic man, I lost that connection. I lost me.
No makeup on my sleeve. Now I can't keep it together. I loved and I lost.
And no amount of external validation can make up for that. It's wild how deep realizations often show up when we're doing the most mundane things. That's no accident. When we do menial tasks like driving, cleaning, folding laundry, our brains shift into a relaxed state. It's called default mode network. And it's when our subconscious gets a chance to speak up. With the noise turned down, our truth has room to rise to the surface. That day, I went to Target and got the Jeep washed. But more importantly, I remembered who I am and who I'm choosing to be.
I'm so beautiful without you.
4 weeks ago, I shared something huge in my life. It was my 9 extreme goals that I'm working on for 2026. They cover 3 aspects of my life that I'm working to rebuild after a very toxic and volatile relationship. They're financial and physical, as well as psychological. I knew I needed like a full reset, not just to get stronger, but to feel me again. And while I've been pretty successful at, rebuilding my physical health and my financial stability, with building my online brand, my alley rambles, and eating really healthy, and doing what I'm doing right now, walking. The psychological part of this rebuild was something I wasn't looking forward to. This is going to be extremely difficult for me. Honestly, I am terrified to start this, facing the patterns, the people I let too close, the parts of me I ignored to keep the peace. It's been weighing heavy on me, but but this is a necessary step. One thing I've learned from my past therapy and life experiences is this: without boundaries, it's so easy to lose yourself, especially with people who don't have your best interest at heart. But here's the thing, I didn't even know what boundaries I needed until I understood what I needed to protect. And that's when everything clicked. Boundaries aren't walls. They're not mean. They're not selfish. They're lines that we draw to protect what matters most: our personal core values. I started off slow. I needed to find or discover my core values. What really matters to me? What makes me me? What am I willing to walk away from if somebody doesn't respect them? It wasn't a quick process. I journaled, I reflected, I walked a lot, I cried a lot. But what came out the other end was clarity. These are my 6 personal core values, my compass, my North Star. Adventure, especially meaningful adventure outdoors. Autonomy, the freedom to live and decide for myself. Curiosity, a hunger to understand and grow. Growth, always evolving, always becoming a better me. Honesty, truth, even when it's hard. Trustworthiness, being reliable and surrounding myself with people who are too. If someone pushes these boundaries, they're pushing me. I'm no longer willing to give myself up to be loved, liked, or understood. Going forward, I'll be using these values in my decision making, big or small. I'll use them to decide who I'll let in, who I will hold close, and how they will treat me. I'm done apologizing for wanting to protect them. I'm just starting to figure this out. I've barely scratched the surface, but I already know I'm seeing change in myself, and I know what I want going forward. Feels really good. If you've been feeling stuck or unsure, or like you keep getting into these situations or relationships where you're losing yourself, yeah, I get you, because that's what I've done too. What's helping me right now is getting clear on my personal core values, and going forward, I want to protect them. I don't want to lose them. If you have discovered or created, found your personal core values, and you feel inclined to share them in the comments below, I would love to hear them. Thanks for watching, and I will see you guys next week.
I made it.
This is the end.